Welcome into the PFF studios. Austin Gayle here with Mike Renner, the host of the 2-for-1 Drafts podcast. Today we are continuing our draft profile series, and we're on to Jordan Elliott, one of PFF favorites in this class. He's higher on our boards than he is on a lot of others. He's got an explosive first step, great at the line of scrimmage, wins in a ton of one-on-ones. What's your take overall on Jordan Elliott?
Yeah, there's a reason we're higher on him than a lot of people, and it's because he was the highest graded defensive tackle in the country in our grading system here. 92.4 overall, had a 91.1 run defense grade, 91.1 pass rushing grade. Doing that in, maybe the Mountain West is one thing. He did in the SEC. He did it against some of the top competition. He did some of the top competition in all of college football. And to produce the way he did this past year with plus athleticism, it makes me feel good about his prospects as an NFL defensive tackle.
And I love interior defensive linemen that can win at the line of scrimmage, win early in the down. I think that's one of the biggest Jordan Elliott strengths. Can you talk to other strengths he does have?
Yeah, I'd say his get-off is great. He had a 1-7-10 split at the combine. For a guy over 300 pounds, that's a fantastic 10 split. He has so much pop in his hands. He'll control guys, like I said, right from the snap, throw them to the side. Has really, burst onto the scene, and it's some people are going to call him a one-year wonder, but we saw it towards the end of 2018. He had two monster games against Arkansas and Tennessee that year, towards the end of the season, to where the light switch just kind of flipped for this guy, and he's been dominating ever since.
All right, what are the negatives with Jordan Elliott?
Yeah, the run game for him is still a work in progress. He doesn't really want any part of double teams. He wants to fire up field, get into guys, and when he converges on a double team like that, he is not keeping his balance, not keeping his pad level low, can't get moved off the line of scrimmage, and to some degree, he feasted on bad competition this past year. 3 of his highest graded games were against Southeast Missouri State, Troy, and Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Those are his 3 highest graded games. Not great offensive lines there. And when he did face Georgia, the vaunted Georgia offensive line, only 1 pressure on 32 pass rushing snaps. So there's a little bit of a worry there, but still, if you limit his grade to only SEC play, he's still outgraded Derrick Brown, still outgraded Javon Kinlaw. So I'm not too worried about the fact that, yes, he dominates lesser competition as well.
An explosive defensive tackle prospect with good pass rushing ability. What's the player comparison for Jordan Elliott?
I'm going to take it back a little bit to a guy named Chris Baker coming out. He made his mark with the Washington Redskins, was a UDFA coming out of Hampton, but he tested very well. Very big dude at 320, who was a good athlete as well, could impact both pass and run game, had positive grades in both of those areas throughout the course of his career. I think that's what we could see from Jordan Elliott. Just sort of a complete guy. Maybe not your elite Chris Jones, Fletcher Cox sort of defensive tackle, but maybe like in the grade a tier below that, but consistently solid over the course of his career.
What's the bottom line with Elliott? We see him as a first rounder in this class, but do you see him going in the first round? What's his production going to be like in the NFL?
Yeah, the bottom line, like I said, he's a first rounder, and he's closer to Derrick Brown and Javon Kinlaw than a lot of people want to give him credit for. This guy's a fairly, like I said, complete defensive tackle. Pretty high floor with the way he's played already in the SEC. And when you have that all together, I think wherever he lands, if he does land outside the first round, he's going to be one of the steals of the draft.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.